Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very requested video. I'm in Florida and lots of you have asked for a house tour. So this house is my parents' house. They bought it a few years ago, I think in 2016. So we've been coming on holiday here about twice a year, maybe my parents now sometimes even more than that. So I know Florida very well and I love our house out here. It's so lovely, and this is by no means any sort of bragging or anything like that. It's just because you guys are nosy and I share my life with all of you in every other aspect. So I thought, why not do a little house tour? So this is it, and don't worry, I know I'll get comments saying you should hide the number plate. This is a hire car, it's a rental car, so if you want, Google the number plate, I don't mind. So yeah, I'll show you around. So in classic Florida style, this is what the house looks like. I mean, all the houses on this road kind of look fairly similar. The ones opposite are pretty much identical but different colors. It's a really nice place. I think it used to be a nature reserve or something like that, my parents said, and that's why they chose it. They wanted somewhere that was really natural, had loads of greenery, because so many places in Florida like this are just so many houses and they don't have any greenery. So you'll see later out the back of our house, it's very green, there's lots of trees and everything. There's so much wildlife. We've seen turtles and tortoises, we've seen, there's vultures quite a lot, there's raccoons, there's snakes, we find snakes in the garden, there's lizards, there's everything. There's sand cranes that go walking around. If you don't know what a sand crane is, I'll try and find a photo. They're incredible, they're massive birds, and they'll just be wandering down the street. It's so cool. So the cool thing about this front door is that there's no key. I mean, there is a keyhole for emergencies, but you need a code to get in. So it's so weird leaving the house because you literally just shut the door and press lock, and then that's it. And you're like, I haven't got my keys, and you're like, oh, I don't need my keys. You just need the code, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm gonna open it now. Oh, here it goes. And there we are. So this is our high-tech security system that has just been installed. As you come in, this is the front room slash dining room. We don't really sit here very often, which is a shame because it's quite a nice place. I like to sit here when I'm waiting for everyone to get ready. I'm normally one of the first ready, so I sit here on my laptop doing some work, waiting for everyone else to finish getting ready. Now, I don't think we've actually ever sat around this table and eaten a meal. It's always set like this whenever we come in, and it's too nice to ruin. So I don't think we've ever eaten a meal there or played cards there or anything. I think we've played cards there once. Also, we've got a nice little window seat here. So again, this never gets used. What a shame, what a waste. I really like this part of the house. It's really nice and welcoming. As soon as you come in, it's just very open. So here you've got a view through to the kitchen and the living room where we spend most of our time. So this is where we spend most of our time, in the living room. Of the evening, we will all sit down here, or whoever's here. It's not always me and my entire family, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just me and my mum and dad. Sometimes it's just my mum and dad. Other times my brother and his boyfriend will come alone, or you know, in April we're coming all as a big family. So but yeah, this is where we spend most of our time, in the living room. I tend to lay here on the sofa, my mum tends to go there, and then my dad tends to sit over here. We all have our place. Obviously it's nearing Christmas, so we've got quite a few nice Christmassy magazines here if you want to have a sit down and a bit of a read. So the kitchen, I think, you know, the kitchen's fine. It's not my favourite. Obviously, because this house is just our holiday home and we don't live here all year round, it's not necessarily decorated and laid out in the way that myself or my family, I mean, it doesn't belong to me, it's my parents' house, the way my parents would want it, because we rent it out when we're not here, which means that, you know, sometimes you have to choose practicality over comfort. So personally, the kitchen is not to my taste. It's very, you know, traditional. I don't really like dark wood stuff, but that's fine. It's fine for a holiday home. Obviously, it's amazing just to have a holiday home, full stop. So I'm very appreciative of that. But yeah, there are certain aspects I think that my parents are like, oh, I probably wouldn't choose this exact thing, but because we're renting it out and we, you know, people don't take care of the house as well. You forget that when you rent it out, like, the people that are renting quite often just treat it with so much disrespect. There's so many things that are broken. This trip, my dad's had to repair the bed in the master bedroom because someone has broken it. Other things, like a chair at the top that you'll see in a bit, they've broken that and we've had to replace it. So my parents don't like buying super fancy things in case people mess it up, but at the same time you want to make sure it's quite nice. This is a double height ceiling, and you'll see up here is the mezzanine level. So we're gonna go and head up there in a little bit, but for now, this is the front room. So when you go in here, we've got the owner's cupboard. So this is locked up when we're not here, and it's all full of our personal belongings that we want to keep here. So I keep clothes in there. You might have seen some golf clubs, toiletries, things like that. In here is the downstairs bathroom. Just very basic, you know what one of them looks like. And then in here is the laundry. So here we go, we've got the dryer, the washer, and this leads through to the garage, which I don't know if it's unlocked or not. Here we go, this is always scary, I don't like this. Here we go. So this is the garage. If it's like really super hot, we can open the garage door and people can play pool in here. I think we had a ping pong table. There's a foosball table over there. Yeah, I don't spend much time in here. I don't really like it. It smells weird. As you turn here, there's only one bedroom on this floor, and this is the master bedroom, which is my parents' bedroom, which is looking very lovely. I really like this bedspread. You'll notice some dodgy bedspreads that later in the bedrooms upstairs that I don't like. This is my parents' one that they get out because this is nice, and they keep it nice and fancy for themselves. This is their walk-in wardrobe. So one thing I like about all these houses in Florida that we've looked around is that every house has a walk-in wardrobe. Here is the bathroom. There we go, hello. Double sink, we've got a little bath, a shower, and then another bathroom, well, toilet just in here. Right, so let's head upstairs before we finish outside. So we're back at the front of the house, and as you come in the front door, you've got the stairs right ahead of you. Let's head up. So I really like this part of the house. It doesn't get much attention. This is like the third living room in the house, and these are incredible. So they're huge chairs that you can spin. And again, I don't really hang up here. I imagine for the people that rent this house and come here as a family, maybe the kids come up here. I think there's a games console, maybe a PlayStation, so they can watch movies and things. Yeah, and it's quite nice because you can talk to whoever's downstairs as well. We used to have 2 of these, and again, someone broke it. This is the one that I was on about, where someone's probably run and jumped on it to try and spin it around and split the leather. So my parents went and bought this, which I've never sat in before, but it looks quite nice. Let's give it a go. Oh, very comfy. It doesn't spin, but I think it's quite nice having 2 different chairs rather than just both the same. But anyway, so this is where I did a live stream the other night, if you recognize the things on the walls. Again, lots of these things were here when my parents bought the house. Some things my parents have chosen, but other things like the cushions, they were here when we bought it. This sofa was here. I think this sofa turns into a bed as well. Here you go. There's a bird's eye view of where we were earlier. The next bedroom is this one. This is my brother's room, Luke's room. I've complained to my parents about how ugly this is, and they agreed, but they were like, we can't find any other bedspread that suits the color scheme, the green walls, and that, you know, that they don't care about if it gets wrecked, because they have to change these comforters every few months. So yeah, this is the room. This has got a nice view out the front. There we go. Again, a bathroom in here, which is very nice. Then if we come round to this side, we've got 2 twin rooms that share this bathroom. So this is the first one, which is aimed at girls. But, you know, if you're a boy and you like this colour scheme, that's fine too. Obviously, because it's a rental as well, my parents have purposely made this room and the other twin room a bit more child-friendly, because families looking to come to Disney and things like that, they'll probably be looking for rooms that their children can enjoy. So yeah, even though my parents don't have kids of this age, or grandkids, or nieces or nephews of this age, they still thought it was worth doing to hopefully get some more rentals. So the next room is more of a boyish room, but again, girls can stay here too. So this is a Mickey themed room, which is really cool because obviously lots of people come for Disney. Again, yeah, just another standard room really. I don't have any particular connection to this room, apart from the fact that next door is what I regard as my bedroom. So it's a bit messy because I've been staying here for the last few days, so ignore all my things. The room is actually a lot bigger than it looks on camera, as with all of these rooms. This bed is ginormous. It looks like a double, but it's not. It's like a super queen or something huge. Anyway, the walk-in wardrobe is in here, which is good. I don't have one of these at home. I wish I did. And then your own ensuite in here. So this is where I clean myself. yeah, there's nothing much to say about this room. What I like about it as well is these 2 windows in the corner, so it's very bright in the mornings. I've got other memories in here, such as like taking the paintings off of the wall, moving the furniture around to film an audition when I got an audition for a massive job, and I was away on holiday, so I was like filming, learning lines in here. It really feels like my own bedroom, even though it's not really. So that's the house. That is the entire house. I'm gonna now take you outside into the garden. It's a really dull day today, really cloudy and gross, and it has been for this entire week, so I haven't got a tan, which is really sad. Haven't really laid outside very much, but yeah, let me show you the pool. So out here we've got 2 different tables, just because, you know, sometimes people who come on holiday here have a big party of maybe like 10 or 12 people, so we thought it's good to have more than one table. So this is the pool. We've got a hot tub over there, or jacuzzi. So down here we have the swamp. So down here there are some alligators in there, and there are also sand cranes, which apparently I've just missed, which is annoying because I haven't seen them this trip, apart from when we were leaving Cracker Barrel and they were in the Cracker Barrel car park. But yeah, my parents have said that they've just been walking by, so I've just missed them. I planted these plants, so these plants along the edge, wanted a bit of privacy from the other people. That's the downside, I think, of living somewhere like this, is it's not all fenced off. So I don't like the fact that I can see neighbours, so I begged my parents to please plant things, and this bush has done the best. Look at it. It's amazing. I bought this when it was really small about 1.5 years ago, and now it's massive. So ideally, if this was mine, I'd plant loads of stuff along here, loads of stuff along there, because I hate seeing neighbours. This is really nice. They're not building anything along here. This is all like conservation land. So I believe that is why my parents chose this place, is because not many Florida houses, like vacation homes, look out onto nature like this, and are south facing. Is it south facing? Anyway, where our house sits, you get lots of afternoon and evening sun. So yeah, the combo was quite hard to find, but they managed it. So yeah. Anyway, that is the house tour. I'm not gonna say what house this is, where this house is, where you can find it and rent it, just because it's my home and I don't really feel comfortable with knowing people on the internet who might know who I am coming and staying here. Obviously, there might be people that find it, and might be people who stay here by mistake, and you might come on holiday here and realize you're staying in my house, which is fine. But yeah, I just don't want to put it out there because it's full of my things as well, and yeah, I don't know, I just feel weird about it. Do you know what I mean? That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post videos every single week. Yeah, I'm going back to England in a few days. Yeah, tomorrow's my last day, so that's sad, but I'm coming back in April, so not too long. But anyway, I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.